This is a Raleigh Grifter, launched in 1976 to succeed the cool but almost unrideable chopper. With its 3-speed twist-grip gears and short wheelbase, it was a BMX before bunny hops and stoppies had been invented.
It's as iconic as Sierra Cosworth, it's as iconic as Robin Reliant, you know, you can just tell a grifter from 100 yards away.
But this one is a very rare Mark II Super Grifter. Dave's never seen one before.
Well, apparently it's a limited edition. It just shouts a replica to me, but I mean, some of it, like the lamp holder there, that looks very period. And then you've got your little caps on your nuts there, and you've got caps on your nuts up here. Matching tyres, pedals are right, and even down to, do you know, like the choppers with the ribbed cables? Look, and every one on this is ribbed. The more you look round here, it does shout right, and I'm going to be wrong. I've just never come across one that's finished like that. But there's no way that machine was built 5 years ago, not with those period-correct items. So it'll be right.
For this project, we have a secret weapon on board.
Why and how did you get involved with this?
Don't know. I really don't know. Me and my big mouth again, innit? That's all it is, really. Bangers and Cash team said we're going to send it out and do this and do that and all the rest of it. And I said, oh, no, here we go again. Please don't do that. Just send it somewhere that's going to clean it, make sure the brakes work, a little bit of oil and grease here and there.
And you opened your mouth?
Shocking. Way too late then, wasn't it? Way too late. And next thing, I'd agree to do it.
Derek's fee, £60.
Well, it's the energy crisis, cost of living crisis, you name it. So a little bit of grifter cleaning on a Sunday, like, I suppose it all helps, doesn't it? Yeah, as if we ain't got enough to do. What are you going to do today, Dad? I'm going to clean the grifter. Right, OK.
In Thornton-le-Dale, Derek is thinking about starting work on our Raleigh Grifter.
I'm obligated to do this thing, and I'm just hope that I don't run out of enthusiasm. Please bear with me, because if I lose the will to live, then, I mean, I'm going to have to call it a day. I've only got my workmate, which I don't think is really going to be big enough for a bike like that, to be honest, but I ain't bending down all day. So I'm going to do the dirty work first, right? Oh, yeah, look at that. Nice little machine, though, isn't it? So what we're going to start by doing is just oiling things up and just getting a little bit of adjustment here and there. Little locking nut in there, see? Just set the brakes up a little bit. There you go. Oh, boom. Now, what a simple little job that is. There's your little oiler cap, look, in there. See that? There you go. Now, you'd use a lighter oil in there. We all had a can of 3-in-1 in our little tool bag at all times. Just putting a little bit of oil on the chain. People forget it. They don't bother oiling the chain. My dad had a bike, used to go to work sometimes on his bike. Dads in them days taught us how to look after bikes, and we appreciated our bike because it was the most important possession we got. You lived for your bike. And if anyone touched your bike, World War III started. Nice one. There you go. We're just slacking her off a little bit, look, just a touch.
Derek tightens the chain.
There we go.
By moving the wheel back.
Don't want to go balmy. There you go. Just that little tiny bit of adjustment make all the difference. Now, we've just got to make sure that we've got enough slack here so we're not pulling on a gear. Loose there. Third, right? Second. First. Perfect. Right, now, this is one of the best degreasers that you'll find, of course. It's also known as petrol. Brake cleaner. It's all a good degreaser.
Unless you're partial to a capstan full strength, in which case you might want to look for alternatives.
Front forks. Any excess oil is now being cleaned off so that we've got a reasonably good surface when we come to do a little bit of painting that's going to be required. I've got some semi-matte black.
I presume you've colour matched it, Derek?
Pardon?
You've colour matched it?
Oh, yeah. The rust is cleaning off, most of it. Absolutely marvellous. There's a little bit of wire wool and a little bit of abrasive. When you do something like this, it's not one single thing that you think, oh, that's made a hell of a difference, because it hasn't. But it's just lots and lots of different things where you haven't got speckly rust on chrome. You've got most of it's gone, and you can't make a silk purse out of a pig's ear, can you? You can just make it look a little more loved, and hope that people pick up on that, and they certainly should. I'll tell you what, I can see it looking brighter and smarter. I really, really can. It's got more chance of showing a profit now than it did this morning. Tidy.
Thanks to Derek, the finances are also looking healthy,
No, I don't want pain. You can have it on the house, I'm pleased to do it.
including tax and commission. The costs for the Super Grifter remain at £540. Thanks to Derek, our 43-year-old limited edition Raleigh Super Grifter is now shinier than his 70s nylon trousers.
Someone had to do it, didn't they? Because it did look a bit of a drab old thing.
But having gone to all that trouble, it would have been a shame not to put it through its paces before the auction. So we shipped it out to the Leeds Urban Bike Park. Here, people of all ages hone their skills on a challenging undulating course. Founder Jeremy Hayes was very keen to have a look at our blast from the past.
Wow, look at this, black and gold, eh? You actually forget how good these bikes actually were for the time. You know, how much this resembles a modern-day BMX bike.
Jeremy's current ride, about 2/3 of the weight at 8 kilograms, aluminium frame, worth about 1,500 quid.
It's fantastic, isn't it? You've even got a chain guard here to stop you catching your flares. You know, having a twist grip, which is almost going to like being a bit of a motorbike. It's just fantastic. It's a bit of history. It's almost like space-age technology in that time, you know. I'd be interested to see how it rides.
Providing something of a comparison today, Irish elite champion Matthew Malone on his 2023 bike.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
The Grifter certainly looks the part and is sort of holding its own. But the differences to a modern bike are fairly obvious.
Scary. You know, when you come off your bike that's all set up and it's nice and solid, it's a bit of a challenge. The handlebars are moving. It's hard to put the brakes on. Kept slipping into different gears as well. But no, it was fun.
Good crack, definitely. Look into more old school bikes in the future.
The Grifter did well, but now we need to see if Derek's actually polished in a profit. It currently owes us £540.
546 Raleigh Super Grifter. It's been expertly recommissioned. 400, 420, 420, 440, 440, 460, 480, 400. Don't forget, the value is me working on it. Don't forget, I worked on that machine. That is worth money. 540, 560, 560.
That's profit, that is profit.
580, Cumbria, 600, £600. Cumbria again now, 620, 640, 640, here we go. Gordon, 660. Brad, big money, Brad, 700. 20, 720, Gordon's back in, 740, Brad, North Yorkshire buying it, 740. There you go.
Come on.
It's a great result, and for us, a rare example of a financially viable restoration.
You seem to be able to make money out of cycles, but you haven't quite got the angle of making money out of the car side of it, have you? So I'd stick with a bike personally, yeah, I think so.
Derek's so pleased with the result, he's reinstated his labour charge and added some things to the invoice.
Yeah, I think it was 60 quid, some fuel and a curry.
What kind of curry would you like?
Chicken. Korma.
A few weeks later, the Grifter has been installed in new owner Brad McPherson's impressive man cave in County Durham.
I've got two Fords, an RS Turbo, XR3i, rally chopper bike and enamelled signs.
Everything here is pristine, which means Derek's work must have passed quality control.
I'm very impressed with it. He hasn't done any modifications. It's just all original, all of it. I didn't have one when I was a kid. Couldn't afford one, but my mates had them. Outdoors, on your bikes, exploring everywhere. And that's what we used to love. You didn't sit inside pressing buttons.
But times have changed. Brad's decided not to ride the bike in case he damages it or himself.
I haven't rode a bike since I was, 14? Stay exactly as it is. Pride of place, up there, with the chopper, in the collection.
I think it's lovely.
I've never seen it before, so I'm excited.
From the 16th of July, our name's changing, but we're not. Yesterday is becoming You and Yesterday. Same channel, new name.